get in touch and let me know. And we've actually got both sides of the argument for you, and then you can draw your own conclusion, get in touch, and we'll have a conversation about it. Grant Shapps is in a lot of the newspapers today. He's the Transport Secretary, and he says he wants to bring in new road laws for cyclists. Less than 2 weeks ago, he said he wanted to introduce a death by dangerous cycling law for cyclists who kill pedestrians. Now he's shared new proposals to bring in a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit for cyclists. Do you think that is a good idea? 0800 111 4041 is the number to call. He's also saying that cyclists should have number plates and insurance. So do you think there needs to be more tighter controls on cyclists? We'll speak to someone from a cycling club very shortly who heavily disagrees with these proposals. But first, let's speak to someone who is in favour. And as I say, listen to these conversations, draw your own conclusions and give me a ring. Dale Forward is a taxi driver from Ongar working in London. Hi to you, Dale.
Hi, Ben. Hi, nice to chat to you.
Yeah, good to chat to you too. Thanks for coming on. Your reaction initially then to Grant Shapps' proposals. He wants a 20-mile-per-hour speed limit, insurance and number plates for cyclists. What do you think?
Yes, thank God. That's brilliant. That's exactly what we need. I'm so pleased to hear that because, and they also need to do a practical and a theory test for road safety as well. Because and definitely have the number plates and insurance, because I'm always seeing them speeding. Most of the roads are 20 miles an hour now, and that's what I have to do. They're going through red lights. They've spent a fortune giving them their own cycle lanes and their own traffic lights, yet they just go straight through them and they go on the pavements. They should also have a law that they should wear high vis, helmets and lights and have a bell, because when people cross the road now, pedestrians, they have to watch out for the cycle lane as well. They need bells as well, you know. And safety equipment, yes, and definitely get the and get the number plates and everything, so they can be held accountable if they go through a red light. They can get points on their license and a fine. So maybe they should have some sort of cyclist license once they've passed their test, so they can get points on it and get banned if they keep going through red lights and they can kill someone.
Dale, is it the minority spoiling it for the many when it comes to cycling? In the same way that we have antisocial drivers and we see them, I'm sure you see drivers on the roads every day and, well, what's he do? What he or she playing out there? Is it in the majority of cyclists quite well behaved and you've just got a minority that are spoiling it?
No, they do go very, very fast. There's no rules. They don't think, because 20 miles an hour is very, very slow. And they're overtaking me in my taxi on some roads. You know, they're going so fast and it's scary. Someone crosses the road at the wrong time, they're going to kill someone. We just lost a taxi driver to a moped crossing the road, you know, one of our friends. I've got nothing against cyclists. A lot of my friends are cyclists and I'm thinking of their safety as well as pedestrians and other road users. You know, it's just, it can't be free for all. They've got these automatic skateboards, they've got e-scooters, they've got so much stuff on the road now. And these rickshaws as well, they're so dangerous. They're on the pavements and they're carrying passengers. They should be totally banned, these rickshaws. And they're ripping passengers off, you know. So, I mean, the black taxis are the safest form of transport. We're the quickest, we've done the knowledge. And we're, in fact, the cheapest at the moment as well. So we could take 6 passengers. So we're the safest way of getting about. But, yeah, if people want to cycle, they've got their own space now and they've got their own traffic lights and everything. But just wear the safety outfits, you know, the helmets and the lights and the high vis. Have a bell and definitely get number plates. That's so important. They're going for a red light so they can get away with it. There's no police on the streets. So
Dale,
let them be held accountable.
Dale, with respect to, you know, you've spoken about, you know, the benefits of getting a black cab, but what we're trying to do here as a planet is become a bit more environmentally friendly. You're using, you know, petrol cars and all this sort of thing, and we should be encouraging more people to cycle, shouldn't we? Well, you've got no, but shouldn't we be encouraging more people? Shouldn't we be encouraging more people to cycle? This will put them off, won't it?
No. If they're going to cycle, if they choose to cycle, it's up to them, or use transport or a black taxi, whatever they decide to do. They've got to have the same rule for everyone. If they kill someone, they can't be made accountable. If they crash or scratch my taxi, they've got no insurance. Who's going to pay for it? So it's important. They will do it. They definitely will give them number plates and make them pay insurance. They haven't gave them all this road space for nothing. They're going to make money out of every single cyclist in the end. You watch. They will. Yeah.
And ultimately, Dale, you think that's a good idea and it's overdue?
Yeah, totally a good idea. Yeah, that's what they're going to do in the end. Yeah, on all forms of transport, somehow they've all got to have number plates so they could be held accountable if they do something wrong, which they do. It's heartbreaking. I see them go through red lights all the time. They're not abiding by the rules. But if they knew there was the speed cameras and everything can get them as well, you will see it. Nice, slow cyclists going about, just like us, and everyone to be safe.
All right, well, Dale Forward, we'll leave it there. Thanks for joining us. Dale, a taxi driver from Ongar, working in London. All for it. Grant Shapps suggesting that he wants to bring in a 20-mile-per-hour speed limit for cyclists, insurance and number plates. And for Dale, it's yes, yes, yes. Do you agree or disagree with what she had to say? 0800 111 40 41. Shortly, we'll speak to someone who says no, no, no. Listen to what they've got to say, come to your conclusions and let me know, please.